Welcome to Adam Sandler Film School, a complete retrospective of Adam Sandler's influence on film.
Wow.
We're leaving it.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Marie Maloney, and with me, as always, is my co-host,
Robert Bacon. What is up, guys? What's up, Marie?
Hi! We're doing another Pinocchio.
Okay.
Because Roberto made one.
Roberto technically didn't. He's in it. He stars in it. He doesn't direct it, unfortunately. But Marie and I were just talking, and I'm like, when this Pinocchio movie was supposed to come out this year, but obviously because of circumstances. And I looked it up, and it's basically impossible to get. I purchased it. We have it. I have the Italian version with English subtitles that have been translated not totally properly. And shared it with Marie, and we have watched it before it even hits America because we were just like, I was very excited to see what this new Pinocchio was. Here, I'll just play a clip right now so you can kind of get a taste of what it is.
I've been thinking to make with my hands by myself a wooden puppet. Pinocchio, try, say something.
Babbo.
I have a son! My son is born! Who are you?
Pinocchio.
I know a certain place called the Field of Miracles. Put him in prison!
How come in prison? What's going on with riddles?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the donkey Pinocchio!
How did you grow up?
It's a secret, you know.
I don't want to be a puppet. I want to become a boy like all the others.
The Pinocchio episode we watched, to see a small Kevin James cameo, voice cameo, that's ASPS canon at this point.
It is.
The ride of a lifetime. This year, I don't think I've laughed that hard. Like that's a before times luxury.
Yeah, I haven't been this excited about a movie since Cats. So the connection of this is that Kevin James did a small English dub part in the Pinocchio films, and we did Kevin James Never Start.
Never Start.
Never Start.
It was a lifetime ago.
I know. So now we're here, and actually, can I talk about just the history of Pinocchio? Then, since we're going to talk about it.
Yes, please.
So,
I love that.
After watching this one again, so this is like, I can't believe how many goddamn Pinocchio films I've watched in my lifetime now because of this nonsense. And I'm like, what is Pinocchio? What the hell is this all about? So I read up on it on Wikipedia, so I'm not an expert, but this is what I pulled from this. It was originally a weekly serial that was written by a guy called Carlo Collodi, and it was one of the very first Italian weekly magazines for children. And the first chapter was released in July of 1881. In the original version of Pinocchio, he dies a gruesome death by being hung.
We saw that.
Yeah, we see it in two films. It was at the end of chapter 15. It was supposed to be done, but the editor of the magazine was like, we want a happy ending. So then Carlo added chapters 16 through 36, and that was the introduction of the fairy with turquoise hair. So chapters 1 through 15 were Geppetto. Chapters 16 through 36 were the Blue Fairy, and then they just and they just slapped them together and released it as a book in 1883. And this is directly from Wikipedia of like, what is this book about? What is it trying to say? Why is this being directed towards children? The structure of the story of Pinocchio follows that of the folk tales of peasants who ventured out into the world, but were all naively unprepared for what they would find. At the time of the writing of the book, it was a serious problem arising partly from the industrialization of Italy, which led to the growing need of reliable labor in cities. So it's all these people who live outside the cities, don't really understand anything about the cities, coming in, not knowing anything, just like Pinocchio.
Like country bumpkin fables to get people wise to the ways of the world.
And the main things that you're supposed to take away from it are work, be good, and study.
Yes,
and in the end,
that is very clear. It's really hammered.
And in the
film.
end, Pinocchio's willingness to provide for his father and deviate himself from those things transforms him into a real boy with modern comforts. So it's propaganda. Through watching this, before we start about anything about it, this story no longer needs to be told
ever
again.
Ever again.
For some reason, this movie did do very well in Italy. It's an Italian folktale that they love.
Right. It's like a fabric and a part of their history. So I really do get why it's so celebrated by them. As a non-Italian,
you don't say.
Watching this,
okay,
the message is very clear, and you don't have to even speak Italian. Wouldn't even need subtitles to understand that when you're an asshole, bad things happen.
Yes.
And when you're a good boy or person, good things happen, and you should stay in school and study.
You should stay in school and study even when your teacher abuses you and doesn't even try to teach you and just tortures you. Yes. And you should work for a penny a day for milk, and you would like it. That's basically the whole thing of these films.
Yeah.
So with all that said...
Yes.
Bad, I don't agree with the message of the film. I don't agree that the story ever needs to be told again. With all that said, love watching this film. Had a really fun time. It's beautifully shot.
Beautifully shot. That was one of my notes.
And as random as ever. As random as any story from the late 1880s could be. Early 1880s.
The pros for me are the vast Italian landscapes we see. Because we see ocean, we see deep forest, we see like the in-between villages. The cons were everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally everything else.
Well, okay, what about the very beginning? In the very beginning of the film, we are introduced to Geppetto. And in a way to show that he is poor, he is using a chisel to chisel out whatever's remaining in the bottom of a pot and eating it.
Yes, yes.
And then when he goes to somewhere to eat, he tries to fix things. He tries to fix the chair, tries to fix the table. And the guy who owns the place yells at him, saying, here, just take some free food. Jesus.
Yeah. That's very much a boomer mentality of like, I'm not taking charity, I'm working for it.
But then Geppetto is inspired by seeing a puppet carnival.
Yes.
Right? Which inspires him to make Pinocchio. Do you have anything else to say about that beginning part of the film?
So I got to talk about Roberto's portrayal.
Ooh, yeah. What do you want to say? Yeah, what do you want?
To me, this is like a very subdued yet still comedic do-over of his Pinocchio.
100% he's just doing Pinocchio again. It's a lot of bit of Pinocchio, a little bit of Life is Beautiful.
Yes, yes.
He's like, I'm just going to do Pinocchio again. I'm going to put a little drop of Life is Beautiful in there. Geppetto.
I feel like with this portrayal of Geppetto, he's like, listen, I know I went too far last time. I shouldn't have been Pinocchio. That's an oopsie. We're going to reel it back. And now I'm Geppetto, and we're having fun with it. But we're still having some laughs.
Well, the role wasn't just given to him when I was reading the facts about the film. And I
like that.
We don't have to go over it because that's actually the only interesting one. There was another person I forgot who was also up for the role. So, he had to like go in there and be like, hey guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, Pinocchio.
Yeah, let's talk about mine. So, yes, I realize that this one won't be as good as my Pinocchio. I know that. And you know what? I'm here. I'm going to do my best, but you guys will do you. I definitely won't stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Oh, nose. Pinocchio. Get it?
Pinocchio nose.
Pinocchio nose. Yeah. Anyway, I would like a trailer as soon as possible. And then they gave it to him probably.
Yeah. Well, they're like, who has more star power, Roberto Benigni or this guy?
Exactly.
It's like
Roberto, every single. Well, in Italy, he's like their Tom Hanks, right? He's like.
Yeah. Or Adam Sandler. We're bringing it back around.
Well, can we talk about...
We're weaving some fabrics here, folks.
Talking about bringing things around, can we talk about the very first time we see a pile of logs? No joke. In my head, I said, and I wrote this down in my head, unironically, look at all those beautiful vagrant logs. I just said Like, not even as a joke. I was just like, man, there's a lot of... like, anytime I see a log, I think it's a vagrant log.
Our very first log close-up, I jumped.
Yes! Well, so did the log. So did the log! Yeah!
I was afraid of the log. I knew a vagrant log was coming.
Maria, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm like, there's no way one of these logs is going to move. It's too stupid. There's no way a log moves. That would be stupid. That was in the other version. And then when the log moved... I lost my mind. The log. So anyway, Geppetto is inspired by this cart passing through of a puppeteer show or whatever, a puppet show, and he's like, oh my god, I know how to whittle. I'm gonna whittle a puppet, but he doesn't have any money for wood. He can't even like go off into the woods and get wood.
He goes to Mr. Cherry's.
Mr. Cherry, that's right. His name is Mr. Cherry. He goes to Mr. Cherry, and Mr. Cherry is looking over just big old thick vagrant logs. Just looking over, they like pan over the logs, and he has his hand out. He's like, which one of you is next? And then the log moves, just straight moves like a Ouija board on the ground, and it's terrifying.
I called the log a menacing, assaulting log.
It was more menacing.
It was very menacing.
This log's wearing sunglasses at night. It's smoking a cigar.
Yeah,
you're
it's
like, what are you
waiting
doing?
in the shadows to just pop out and beat your ass and take your wallet.
100%. Then I wrote, what is this? Oh, I said vagrant logs, first order of business, assault an old man.
It's an assaulting log. I can't believe it.
So
I can't believe it.
Most likely, you've never seen this movie if you're listening to this because it's impossible to get.
And you shouldn't.
And you shouldn't. So we'll just kind of explain exactly what's happening. Or it looks the movie looks beautiful. It's shot properly. The colors are beautiful. They're a little desaturated, but saturated at some points. The makeup, we'll get to it, I guess. Well, we could just talk about the makeup that went on the people. They didn't just CGI their faces or anything. Like the Pinocchio looks wooden. It's really nice makeup, I think, actually, on everybody, even though it's terrifying.
Yeah, my note about Pinocchio is spooky carving, spooky sun, spooky eyes.
Spooky. Yeah.
It was really creepy. And it's clear that like the little boy is painted, like the actor playing Pinocchio, he's painted, but like they open his eyes and it's like real, like big, bright brown eyes. And you're just like, oh God.
I loved it. I thought it was 1,000 times better than whatever he did last time, which was nothing.
Nothing.
So then after it moves, the guy, Mr. Cherry, who owns it, gives the log to Geppetto, and he takes it home and starts carving it. Takes him about, 20 minutes to basically carve Pinocchio. What the fuck?
Yeah, just a...
He's 20 minutes into this thing, and it has a heartbeat. That was another thing that freaked me out, is when its chest cavity moved, and it had a wood heartbeat.
That was so weird. And also, like, I don't understand the conceit of, like, so, first of all, this is a salting piece of wood that he's given for free to take home. Then he's goof trooping it up, carving this thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, haha, like, look at your ears. Can you hear me? Hello. Like, ooh, look at that chest. Heartbeat. And then he's shocked when the log talks.
Yeah, it's exactly like the first one too, of like, he just talks to it, and it's kind of like, it's coming, so nobody...
Right.
Can we change the story a little bit, maybe, to like fit something? This book was written before movies existed.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
And it wasn't even written as a book. It was written as just weekly serials in a chapter, and he should be dead. So
the child in prosthetics starts talking. Roberto Benigni wakes up the town talking about his son.
Yep, everyone's excited.
Then Pinocchio starts being bad right off the bat.
Well, first of all, Geppetto dresses him like a small red wizard.
Yes.
With not a bread hat. No bread hat, just a standard, dumb, pointy, stupid little hat. And he's in a red velvety getup. Ugh. Yeah. I hate it.
It's dumb. And it stays the whole film.
And Pinocchio's very first act, just like Vagrant Logs of assaulting an old man, it's already been thing, is to run off.
But post run off.
Yes.
Is where I got the fright of my life.
Oh, you weren't expecting like a Friday the 13th or like a slasher film shot? Because I wasn't either when it appeared on the film.
So he's back in his home, chilling, hiding from Geppetto. We get our first view of Jiminy Cricket.
Oh boy, Marie, I really wish we watched this together. I'd love to see your face when Jiminy Cricket shows up.
Bacon, I so agree. I was missing you so much in that moment because I wish you were next to me to see me go, oh God, out loud by myself. It genuinely got me. And I was like, oh.
All right, let's do it right now. Let's just reenact it because I'll do mine exactly too.
Here, you pop up with the face. Oh, Jiminy Cricket is horrifying.
Terrifying.
It looks like if you stuffed a toddler inside a glowworm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Those toys?
Yeah.
You remember those toys in the 80s?
Wow, okay. I wrote down, is that the old lady from Poltergeist? Terrifying.
Yeah, and they both, like, talk in this high, scary voice.
It's scary as shit, and I really can't hammer home enough. A toddler shoved inside a glowworm toy,
screaming to get out. I don't know.
And then the face is coming through screaming. Yes, that's exactly what Jiminy looks like. It's horrifying.
It's terrifying. And I don't even understand what they're trying to say because Jiminy Cricket doesn't even really say anything. He just says the obvious. He's not very good at convincing Pinocchio. He doesn't try to debate him or really talk to him. He just speaks the truth and disappears. Why is Pinocchio supposed to believe this weird glowworm baby with a scrunched up face and a scary voice? If anything, we should be teaching children to not listen to creepy gremlin creatures that live in the ceiling. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I think it's supposed to be, his conscience. That's what the metaphor is. However, Pinocchio basically just tells his conscience to fuck off.
Yeah, he makes it cry. He makes a little gremlin monster baby cry.
Yes.
That's how much of a dick Pinocchio is.
Yeah, so not only has he assaulted people as a log, he physically assaulted the cricket. He throws like a pan at him and hurts him.
Oh, I thought he threw like a big cobbling hammer, like one of those Acme wooden hammers at him.
Oh shit, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was metal for sure. That hurts.
I mean, it was, yeah.
As if that alone wasn't horrifying enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that wasn't even the scary part. That was the normal part. We haven't even gotten to the scary scene. It was basically like that scene from Midsummer. If you've seen Midsummer and you know what scene I'm talking about, you can't. But there's a scene where there's an old man that you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that, but with Pinocchio.
Anyway, Pinocchio sits by the fire for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those big one of those big iron cooking stoves.
Right.
Yeah.
So first of all, he sits down and puts his feet by the fire. He's making a big show of warming his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking piece of wood and can't feel, so...
Which they establish later as well.
Yeah, trouble is afoot.
Literally.
Afoot.
Literally.
Okay?
Yep. Oh, we got it.
And he burns his fucking legs off.
And we're
in the fire.
We're introduced to it with him on his legs up on the stove, and it's just charred, burning embers, little stumps where his feet used to be.
Little stumps, and then he's like flailing around on the ground, being like, "Papa, Papa," yelling for Geppetto to save his ass.
Geppetto he can't get in because the door's locked, and he has to go to the window. He's like, "Papa, Papa, oh, I can't get you. My feet are they burned it off, and the Papa." It's so. It's in a horror movie. It's in any horror movie of somebody's like, "Oh, my feet! Oh no!" And the other person's trying to get in.
Burning.
My legs are, and the other person's trying to get in. No. But in this one, it's supposed to be light-hearted and like, haha, joke's on you, Pinocchio. And he's like, "Oh no, Papa, my feetsies the Papa." And then Geppetto comes in and he's like, "You know what? If I give you new feet, you're just gonna run away again. So I don't know if I should give them to you." And then Pinocchio guilt trips him into making brand new legs, which Geppetto then in bed together later that night feels his legs like, "Ooh yeah, you got a nice new legs, Pinocchio." Oh, Pinocchio.
He does not do that, and he does not have an Irish accent.
I ain't a toity, I ain't a Pinocchio. I ain't a paint your legs. Do you mind if I paint some fishnet stockings on you, Pinocchio? He does. Pinocchio's kicking his legs in bed, and he grabs his legs and holds them down.
His justification for being a fucking dick in this bed with Geppetto is, but they're new. They're new legs.
They're new legs.
So yeah, of course, why not?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you just be flailing them about?
Pinocchio as a character in and of himself is supposed to be a bad kid, and he's just so annoying. And
he's a fucking dick. He's
such
the
a dick.
Caillou of the 1800s.
He's such a dick. What did I wrote down? I wrote down Pinocchio's been hung, had his nose pecked off, which we could talk about, has turned into a donkey and drowned, and I am still not satisfied. I don't want to jump ahead to all that stuff, but
These
even
are
if
too good.
yes. I want to see
too good for him.
I want to see what happened to Pinocchio's feet happen to his whole body. I hate him so much. He's such a little fuck. He does the exact same thing he did the last 100 times the story's been told. His dad sells his coat and his vest to get him a ABC book, and then he instantly sells it so he can go see a stupid show.
Which was also so creepy. There are so many creepy things in a row that just pummel you.
I think after he gets his new legs, that's when he goes, the very next day, he just goes to school, right? It's the scene of Geppetto selling his jacket like he always does. And then he goes to school, or Pinocchio goes to school. He sees the other puppets, and he goes and sells his book so he can go in and see it. And this one's even weirder because once again, everybody who's a puppet is a real person, but they've all had the makeup put on.
Right, and they have insanely long strings.
Who's controlling them? Who's controlling them? How are they not just like Pinocchio?
It's clearly done to show like, oh, Pinocchio is magic and these are normal puppets.
They look like magic to me.
The ropes are like 20 feet long.
Yes.
And they're just walking around.
And they all have personalities and feelings and emotions when things happen to them.
They call him on stage to give him a hug and they're like, hello, brother. And then they're like, oh, wait, no.
They're idiots.
We put you in a trap? Oh, no.
They're such idiots. First of all, they're able to sniper out one kid who looks like a goddamn puppet in the audience filled with children where it's dark and you're on stage with lights in your eyes. There's no way they could see him. Then they do, and it's like, oh, yeah, we didn't think about that. There's this big dude who controls us who likes to eat and burn all of us for some reason. So anyway, the giant comes out. It's really just a bigger dude. He's not a giant.
Yeah, it's just a tall man.
And
there is a giant in this movie.
And he does his, they do the exact same thing. They take Pinocchio. He's out there eating. He needs logs for the fire, so he asks to use his puppets. Why he would use his only source of income to heat up his food instead of using branches or whatnot, I don't know. This is from 1880. And
it's bad storytelling. What's his name? Carlo?
Yes.
Sorry, Carlo. It's bad storytelling.
It was probably awesome at the time. And do you notice after we do that whole thing, he tricks him, he sneezes. So that was from he sneezes when he's upset. Pinocchio makes him sad.
That was the Kevin James part from last time.
But when
he was the puppet man.
Yeah, and this is the Kevin James part as well, where at the end when he is released and he's still in the cage, the giant man, the big dude, goes up to the gate to the bars, and they kind of do a dance between the bars, and then Pinocchio plants a kiss on his nose. Did you notice that? It happens really quick.
I did. Just a little.
Just a little boop, nose kiss, but they play it back and forth. He's like, oh, hold on. Yes. Like, this is the standard goodbye in Italy. It's like, yep, you must kiss my nose.
Right, which, like, so many places in Europe, there are, like, the kiss level, like, kiss on the side of your face. So like some places it's 1, some places 2. Mm-hmm. I love that in the Pinocchio world, it's just like little nose kisses. The greeting.
Italians, I'm gonna say it, weird.
It is.
It's weird. Kissing noses is weird, Italians. I'm gonna say it.
It's wet and wild.
It's wet and wild. I don't like it. Well, the big man lets him go with 5 shillings or 5 gold coins or whatever it's called. And
right. And that's when we run into Fox and Cat.
Yeah, which we all know are the bad guys who are just drunken dudes out and about. What are they?
Here's the weird thing.
Yeah? Oh, you're attracted to one of them.
Here's the deal, guys. So there's a lot of prosthetics and a lot of animals in this film.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of human being, like actors playing animals with tons of prosthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Fox and Cat aren't human, but aren't animals. And it's the weirdest, it's a case of the world not playing by its own rules that we're watching within the film, and it's just so weird.
I would have classified, if I'm going to classify them as a specific being, I would say dirty.
They're
just dirty.
Dirty men, but like...
I wouldn't even call them humans.
It seems, I mean, why would they be called Fox and Cat if they're not supposed to literally be a fox and a cat?
Or then later when we see things like, I don't know, a giant snail, which we could talk about, but...
We've got giant snail. We've got like an owl and a crow.
Yep.
We've got a cat, like...
Another cat.
Being the... Yeah, another
cat,
cat,
dog.
like doing the carriage. Why is cat bad guy a human and cat carriage man is a cat?
You're worried about...
Make any sense.
That's what you're worried about? That's what you're focused on.
It's just like, why? Why would the director do this?
I was upset about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm just annoyed.
It was stupid. The thing to me that was stupider was the fact that they were doing all this work to rob a child. Just take the shillings from him. Just take them.
I feel like it's a half hour of the movie just them building up growing money coins.
Yes, the money tree. The money tree.
And it's like, they're gonna fool them, or they're gonna fool Pinocchio. Like, can we speed it up, please? Can we speed it up?
No, we need Pinocchio to first they have to have dinner together, and they have to have a sloppy dinner together.
Oh my God, Bacon.
We're gonna rob this kid of 5 shillings. First, let's go share a giant meal together.
Watching Fox and Cat eat in this film made me physically ill.
Yeah, it's disgusting. You guys.
I was like, because they're like slapping and slurping. And I don't know, the audio on it is aggressive.
Yeah, I think they were trying to, like, it was way too much, like, Foley work and a lot of slurping and a lot of, like, very too close to the lens.
Way too close. And they're also kind of, like, huffing the food, so they'll be, like, talking and then they'll be like...
Yeah. They're breathing the food. They're breathing their own food.
They're breathing the food. And
so we're gonna plant that tree. It's so bad.
I can't even do it. I'm like trying to do the noise and then I'm dry heaving after.
No, I don't think we should do that to the listeners. They don't want to listen to the mouth noises that they were making. So first you take them to dinner, then you take them out to the spot. You have them plant the tree. No, you go to where he's gonna go plant the tree, and then you rob him with bags over your head, and you try to rob him and hang him from a tree, in which we see the scene in which he's hanging again in the moonlight.
The imagery on this
is disgusting.
Is not good,
no,
my friends.
But Marie, this totally matches the book because we haven't seen Blue Fairy at all. It's all been Geppetto, and then he's hanged. And then he's saved by the dog man who takes him to the Blue Fairy, and that starts the other chapters of the book.
Yes. And I have to say, knowing that this was written in the 1880s, so we're aware of the American Civil War over in Italy.
Yep.
We know what happened.
Yeah.
The imagery of Fox and Cat when they have
bags on their heads and they're hanging people. Yeah.
And they're hanging someone, it's not good.
No, it's definitely not for children.
No.
It's not for anybody. It's stupid.
And why would you dress 2 villains like a terrorist group in America?
Because I'll tell you why. Because you need the baghead terrorists who hang a child from a tree to juxtapose him waking up the next day and being basically waited on by a giant woman snail who spreads mucus throughout the house that leads to many an accident.
Yes, a lot of slipping and sliding.
It's disgusting. There's this giant slug woman who they did a great job with it. It's insane the amount of detail that went into this lady, who later on has her antennae manipulated in the most disgusting way. The blue fairy manipulates her antennae to squishy in and squishy out.
Yeah, but a lot of comedy is mined from the snail slips.
Most of the comedy is snail related.
Yeah, in this scene.
Well, and there's zero comedy gotten out of the nose grow. So just so you know, in the book and in this movie, his nose only grows once. That's something that they added in to the Disney one even more. They kind of latched onto that. So that's why we only see his nose grow once. It's done way better than the Roberto Benigni one, where he had a real nose that looked like a penis being pulled and stretched with a teeny tiny fingers squished together.
At least it looked like wood, like a twig.
But then the weird part was to get rid of the nose, instead of like, I don't know, just using a knife and cutting off the excess nose, because we know that he doesn't have feeling, to open up the window and have a bunch of birds come in there and slowly eat away at his giant nose.
Eat it!
All these birds come in and violently peck at his nose. There only needs to be one bird hitting the one spot to, cut off the long part of it. The excess part of them destroying the whole thing and turning it all into sawdust is completely unnecessary.
Well, we're also missing his nose grows, and he's like, what the fuck? And the fairy's like, it's because you lied, you son of a bitch. And then he proceeds to just flail his nose all over the place. He's breaking plates. He's breaking cups. He's almost stabbing the snail woman.
Yeah. Well, that's what he thinks. He's like, what is the most dickish thing I could do right now? And then I'm going to do that, because that's exactly what Pinocchio would do. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah, I hate him.
I fucking hate Pinocchio. And that was 52 minutes into the movie. 52 minutes in and his nose grows.
So after snail and fairy scene, is this when he gets tricked again?
Oh yeah, I said, where the fuck is Geppetto? This is why I wrote it down. This is before I knew that the book was split up or whatever. And I'm like, we haven't seen Geppetto in forever.
Yeah,
forever.
I kept thinking that Pinocchio finding him would come way sooner than it actually did.
So this is where he's been saved from being hung. He's hung out in the house. He's like, I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm going to be a good boy. I'm going to go to school. He goes to school one fucking day with a dick teacher. So like the lesson is, hey, go to school, but also school's just worthless, and a guy hits you and makes up questions, and it's only about math for some reason.
And makes you kneel on chickpeas.
Yeah, kneel on chickpeas, like some sort of, like, is that some sort of weird, like, fetish? What the fuck is kneeling on chickpeas? Is that some sort of 1880s?
I think they're dried.
Yeah.
And
is this hummus
it's just
related?
Like stones. They hurt.
Oh, that's stupid. Why are you wasting food?
Yeah, why are you wasting a good chickpea?
Yeah,
you can
just
make
use
some nice
stones.
hummus with that.
Yeah, or like nails or something. I don't know.
Right, rehydrate it and make us a nice little spread.
He makes it one goddamn day in school. He leaves with a troublemaking kid, and then they decide to go to the land of toys, even though Pinocchio's doing great.
I think we missed a part where, like, he does get back on the right track and then messes up by playing with that friend again.
Yes.
So, like, he goes out in the boat and, like, almost dies and then gets saved. That bad kid puts a frog in the pants.
Yeah, frog in the pants of the teacher.
And it's, like, weirdly kind of fetishized.
I mean, I was rock hard during that whole part.
Yeah. You like that frog up the beehole?
So, just like a toad in the trousers, like a good old-fashioned trouser toad. That's all you need sometimes.
You mentioned them torturing the snail by, like, speeding up her, like, when she's reading them bedtime stories. Yeah. And, like, slowing her down.
The fairy has random magical powers. One of them is she could speed up time and people.
Yes, yes. Okay, sorry. So now we're at donkey scene for me.
It was well shot, Land of Toys or whatever, but nothing's going to be able to beat that Roberto Benigni 2002 Pinocchio, where they're at Carnival, essentially. Italian Carnival.
Yeah, I mean, aesthetically and stylistically, I thought it was really smart to show, like, the slides in with all the hay.
Yep.
Like, it was a good foreshadowing of, like, yeah, this hay is here because they're fucking donkeys and they're going to move it. I thought that was cool and just, like, beautifully shot. But, yeah, nothing's going to compare to the like, Moulin Rouge-esque donkey scene.
I mean, that was just so amazing.
from the first Roberto Benigni Pinocchio we saw.
And this one, the friend is barely in it. You barely get attached to him. He gets turned into a donkey. Then they're like there for a day, just like the other one, but they're barely there. And like screen time, they're there for like 2 minutes. And then they wake up the next day, they already have ears. And then once they realize they have ears, boom, they're donkeys. The best friend's Dunzo time. And Pinocchio gets sold to the circus to jump through flaming hoops, in which he hurts himself again, and the blue fairy's there, just like the last one, and is very disappointed in him. And they're like, well, you're injured, time to go kill you. The best way to kill a donkey is to tie a rope around its neck and tie that to the end of a rock, and then throw it in the water, and I want to get his hide. That's not what you do if you want to have the hide of the donkey.
This was insane. It was horrifying. And also, this donkey gets murdered like an Italian mob hit.
Yes. That's where they got this from. That's where the mob got this from. Anybody in the mob read Pinocchio. They're like, that's a good idea.
They're like, hey, that's a good way
that's
to
a good
dispose
idea.
of a body.
That's right, yeah. Then he'd just be down there. And then he'll be eaten by fishes. Because that's what happens. He gets thrown into the water as a donkey. You see him for the second time.
The donkey, like, chokes out on water and is like,
Well, you see him go into the water, and he's standing far from the edge. They throw the rock in, so it kind of pulls him along the edge, and he falls in. It's terrifying.
It's so
you see him gasping
awful.
for air under the water. This is also after you've already seen him hanging from a tree.
Yes.
And now you see fish come around, and the fish are supposed to change that he's changing back into Pinocchio. But in my mind, it looked like they were eating his flesh, and that was all that was left. Is that Pinocchio was inside that donkey flesh.
Right.
And that was all that was left.
Because he was wood, like that's where they stopped.
That's where they stopped. He was like
they
a boat.
ate the flesh until they got to wood.
There's like maggots and then, like your skeleton. It's exactly what happened. That's what I got out of it. And then after that moment, I stopped taking notes, Marie. I'm going to be completely honest. After that, I'm like, holy shit, I saw a donkey be eaten by basically piranhas and turned into a wooden boy. And then he just swims off. They're like, who are you? I'm Pinocchio. And he's gone.
They have a little more back and forth, but this delivers one of my favorite lines, and it's from the actual giant person as Pinocchio is floating away. Ciao, Pinocchio.
Yeah. One of the guys who works for the carnival is like the world's strongest man. He's just a giant weird guy. He looks like
we're talking about like an actual giant, like with traits.
You can't say those words, Marie.
Man.
Only I can say those words.
Yeah, because you are.
Oh yeah. Hey. All right. Let's settle down, everybody. He's like, goodbye, Pinocchio.
Ciao, Pinocchio.
It's like the narwhal in
Ciao,
Elf.
Pinocchio. Hope you find your dad.
Bye, Pinocchio. Hope you find your dad. That's exactly the same. That's where they got it from. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Will Ferrell? Come on, buddy. Stealing jokes from Pinocchio. Hope you find your dad.
Pinocchio. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. Also, on the dub that we have, or on the subtitles we have, they just I think they just translated it in like Google Translate, because all the chows are highs. So it's very weird where everyone's like, ciao, and it keeps saying hi every time somebody leaves. Hi.
Especially in that scene, because he keeps saying goodbye to the circus guy. Like, no, I'm not coming back to you. Like, bye, fuck off. And just keep and you're reading. Hi.
It's so
I'm
weird.
Now, hi.
It was so weird. It's like the simplest thing. Made it so weird to me. All that shit happens. It doesn't matter, because can we get to one of my favorite parts in the movie? Pinocchio being swallowed by the giant fish.
The Pescacane.
Pescacane? Is that his name?
So when I was watching, I was thinking about the disconnect between like the Disney one, the Roberto one, and this updated one. And I was like, in Disney, it's a whale. In Roberto's, I don't even know what the fuck that was.
A monster.
And in this, it's like a scary fish.
It's like a big old carp.
Right.
It's like a walleye.
And Pescacane translates to shark.
That was no way that was a shark.
It's like a scary grouper.
It was, yeah. I would even, if I was going to name that fish, I'd call it Floppy Face. Or like, it's definitely not a shark. It's really weird looking. It doesn't have shark teeth.
Yeah, it is weird though that it translates to shark, and it's like we have never seen the shark.
No.
I don't know.
That's so weird that it's never been a shark. But that's
maybe
not even...
in Italian, sharks are just like sea monsters.
Sea monster-y. Or maybe they couldn't afford to do a shark. They had to do this whatever they had laying around. But that's not even... That was fine. I was like, all right, whatever. It's when he's in the shark or monster and he starts talking to the tuna, which is very Lady of the Water-esque. And very like...
Yes!
It's like Lady of the Water meets... There was this game for the Dreamcast where there was these fishmen with human faces and you would like talk into it. It was a really stupid, obscure game. But they look exactly like that if you've ever played that game.
Honestly, it looks like a Big Mouth Billy Bass
It's a Big Mouth Billy Bass with a human face, with the exact same colors and features of a human face. And imagine that, and also it's constantly out of breath. It's constantly going like... because it's sitting out of water and it's very realistic. It's very like, oh, it's so disgusting and it's talking to him.
So scary.
And he's just trying to convince Pinocchio to stay around and get digested. He's like, just stay here and get digested.
Yeah, and he's like, at least it's not oil.
Yes.
I'm going to be digested in stomach juices, but hey, it's not oil.
What an amazing character. I really like, if the whole movie is very surreal, I would say that's the most surreal point. That's the point where it actually felt artistic right then, when he's inside a shark's mouth talking to this tuna and he's being like, oh, you know, I'm dying in stomach acid, but it's better than this. To me, that was like, all right, now we finally got into it. And then when he meets Geppetto as obviously living in the shark, I love how Geppetto thinks that, like, all right, I've set up a house, and you got a bed right there, and you got to do right there, and here we are. We're going to live inside this shark. That was his plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an apt, like, parable for being in quarantine.
100%. Geppetto he's like, all right, we got to quarantine in this fish.
Yeah, and I guess this is life, but I guess I'm living here.
For the rest of the time. It's exactly what it was. But Pinocchio convinces him to leave. There's some unnecessary conflict about how Geppetto can't swim, but Pinocchio can float, and they jump out. Turns out that Pinocchio overestimated his abilities, and Geppetto is drowning him. Which I was like, oh my God, please, yes. Oh God, yes,
I was
please.
so excited for it. But then
Talking tuna
comes back and saves their asses.
Grab onto my fits.
Barely breathing, and he's even in the water. And swims off, saves him. And then, you know what? I don't even remember what happens after that. What happens after that?
They're just like bumbling around. They find some shack.
Yeah, all right. They find a shack in the middle. It's very like, hey, find out what you can, have the best of it, make it a real home. Because that's what they do. They find this just abandoned house in the middle of the Italian countryside, and they move into it. Pinocchio starts turning water so he can get paid in buckets of milk.
Yeah, so Geppetto has a steady milk supply to heal him.
He needs that milk supply. Apparently it's like Minecraft if you get like sick.
But yeah, so like Pinocchio's doing hard work. He's doing well. Geppetto's getting better. Things are looking up. But it's rule of threes. We got to have a third run-in with Fox and Cat.
Oh my God, Fox and Cat. We see Fox and Cat again. Is Cat actually blind? So there was a joke. He's like, hey, my friend's blind.
I think they are because think about how much time has passed.
Yeah.
Fairy has been growing up. They are showing Geppetto getting older, like everyone around Pinocchio getting older. So I really do think they actually are old and kind of like crumbling, but still up to their old tricks and trying to,
Yeah, and this is just our way.
Steal sheep and
yeah. But this is their way of showing us that how their life has gone, and then also how Pinocchio is not tricked by their tricks anymore. And very good, because they just did the exact same trick. They tried to do the exact same trick again. Just didn't even change it. They haven't even changed their tricks.
And it yields, Pinocchio's response to them the third time yields my favorite line, or favorite translated line of the movie where Fox is trying to get him to plant the fucking money tree again.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't helmet anymore."
I don't even get that.
So I think, like, it's, again, definitely a Google Translate problem. But I think the intention is like, I'm sorry, I'm not dumb anymore.
That's
I'm
what
not
it
an
was.
idiot and you can't fool me.
Yeah. I like saw them like helmet
I'm
anymore.
sorry, I don't helmet anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I don't helmet. I'm like, that must be whatever the fucking bad translation is on this thing.
Yeah, it's definitely like, I'm not dumb anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I won't fall for it, but I don't helmet.
I don't helmet anymore, and that's what I'm gonna say when I'm proving that I'm not stupid. And then after that, the house is all set up, and they kind of live happily ever after. And the blue fairy changes him into a real boy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I really appreciate that this blue fairy is a stone cold bitch, and she made Pinocchio really work for being a boy.
Yeah.
And honestly, respect. I'm not even saying that as a joke. Like, I really love that she was like, "You're gonna have to work for years, churning that stupid water, like, giving Geppetto milk. Like, you gotta earn this.
You have to sit. Here's what you have to earn. You have to churn water all day. You have to pump a well all day, and then you're paid in milk, in which you feed to your dad, who's 800 years old, and you have to sleep in the same bed as this guy who has a diet of strict milk. So enjoy the shitty, gassy night that you're gonna have, and the torture that you're gonna have to. That's what you get.
You made him work for it, and you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah. I would be like, why didn't you just let me drown as the donkey? Just let me drown and die. This is hell.
But after she changes him to a real boy, my note is bread hat, because he leaves behind the stupid ass hat in the like little sheep cave, and then he's like, "Papa, I'm a bambino, Papa."
I'm a bambino.
Says that all the time.
He does.
I'm a bambino.
I'm a bambino. Yeah, so he does. At one point, his bread hat is filled with water. It's a normal hat. It's made out of curtains or bed sheets or something.
But it's the same shape.
Same shape as same stupid dunce cap shaped. He looks like a wizard in training. He's stupid. Yeah, and then he becomes a boy, and that's basically the end, right? Like,
that's the end.
That's the end of the movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably because I just love the lore now of Pinocchio movies. I love how well it was shot. My only problems are the plot is really stupid. I don't know if it's just the writing or if that's like the Italian style of filmmaking, but things are repeated a lot. It seems to happen in a lot of things that I see. A lot of foreign films from Italy, it just might be a cultural thing of like the dialogue repeating is kind of just hammering home a point or maybe making it sound a little bit more conversational. But in this film, because it's so old style, like you're just given the same information over and over and over again, and it kind of gets annoying. That's my difference.
It definitely does seem partially cultural.
Okay. So maybe, yeah. So then I don't know. Then I can't fault the film
They're
for
also,
being
like,
what it
very
is.
Passionate, like, you know, they like talk with their hands and like
I guess,
get really yelly. So I think part of that argumentativeness is like, hey, I'm saying something. You're talking over me. I'm saying something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think it was
just like part of the language.
It didn't feel like it was poorly written in that way. I think it did feel like it was just maybe a cultural thing that I wasn't picking up on. But overall, I enjoyed watching it. Marie?
I can't say I loved watching it.
Okay.
But I would have loved watching it with you.
Yeah. I would have loved watching it with you too. We would have had the dumbest time watching this one. I would have stopped it a couple times. Definitely on tuna fish. Would have stopped on tuna fish. And then probably burned legs. Probably stopping on burned legs.
And, well, we would have had two stops right in a row because Jiminy Cricket's first appearance honestly scared the shit out of me.
Jiminy Cricket has 2 appearances. So Disney really took the nose grow and the cricket thing and they just ran with that.
Went hog wild.
Hog wild with that one. Cricket is not an important character at all. The nose growing scene happens in 2 seconds and it's a problem that's immediately solved. So that's really weird.
Again, I mean, like, I think it's cool that, like, Italians love that, like, it is very much a part of their culture, and I think it's cool that they, like, love it and celebrate it so much. I feel like maybe we have more movies because Disney, like, bastardized it so bad.
100%. But to be fair, Disney did make it a little bit more watchable, like a little bit more like an actual story.
There's a little more humanity.
Yes,
to the whole thing.
This whole movie, these stories treat human life with no real regard, just like the time.
That's what I wanted to say. Like, if I ever had children, there's no way in hell I would show them this. I would even talk to them about it. I'd just be like, yeah, Pinocchio is an Italian fairy tale fable. And I wouldn't tell them a damn thing about it. Because Pinocchio is a piece of shit.
It's just because something's old doesn't mean it's great. It doesn't mean that it's a story that needs to be told. It's something that is... it's not something that's good. I don't think... This is a story that does not... I said it at the beginning. This is a story that doesn't need to be told.
Yeah, like, it really doesn't need to be told anymore, and there's way better ways of getting kids to behave and
this gives them no reason. Yeah, this gives no explanation. Yeah.
There's way better ways of getting them to just, like, be good.
So anything, do we need to promote anything, Marie? Do you have anything you need to promote? COVID?
No, what is there to promote? The world has stopped.
The world stopped
for a while.
Well, I'm still doing the 91 Donkey Lane podcast. So if you want a weekly podcast still, search 91 Donkey Lane, follow us on Twitter, or we're also on, if you're listening to this, we're on the exact same platforms. It's me and my roommate, and we do a fantasy adventure podcast, and that's still super fun. We're able to still do that during the pandemic. I'm working on a cartoon right now for that. So hopefully soon, in a couple weeks, my cartoon will be out, so I'll put a link to that in the show notes.
Hell yeah.
I've been busy in quarantine, like making videos and stuff like that. So, like, I made a whole 3-part series about NFL uniforms. That's an hour and 30 minutes long. It's like broken up into 3 30-minute videos. I have a lot of time on my hands.
Now's the time to follow your passions.
It is.
I mean, I just got laid off, so now I have a lot of spare time to follow my bliss.
Yeah, do as you want now. You're free to do as you want. I'm lucky right now that I still have a job, but who knows with everything going on. And Marie, you're experiencing a lot of things that a lot of people are right now. Everyone's going through a tough time.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I feel like I am the beginning of the second wave of a whole huge round of people finding out that their position has been eliminated just because...
What are we going to do?
Like, a lot of people aren't going back to the office. Like, I was an office manager. That's why I got...
Yeah, what are you supposed to manage now?
Right. We're not going... Like, my work isn't going back to the office. And that was that was half of my whole role. So, like, if you're out of a job and you're struggling right now, believe me, I feel ya. But yeah, I do have some stuff noodling around that I think I might produce, but I'll talk to you offline about it.
Okay.
And maybe we'll get in another something from Adam Sandler or one of his friends. And then I can promote something.
Yeah. We'll definitely keep an eye out for any new movies coming out, like The Wrong Missy and anything from Adam Sandler stuff. Maybe when we cover Adam Sandler again, we can cover an email that we got from somebody who supposedly worked for Adam Sandler, but we have no way to confirm that. All that stuff we could talk about maybe next time on an Adam Sandler one. So, stay subscribed. We'll post it. We'll try to keep making stuff.
Yeah. If anything, Adam does have a Halloween movie coming out in October.
Yes, that's right.
That's in post-production, so I'm like 95% sure that will be out on Netflix.
100%.
So we will, if anything, you'll hear from us again in October when his Halloween movie's out.
Definitely come back for that because, oh my God, I've heard, from what I've read about it and what I've seen, it looks like it might be one of the dumbest movies Adam Sandler's ever made.
Man.
It's called like How Be Dewey or whatever. If there's a way we can
watch it together, like streaming, that would be...
All right. I think I know a way. We'll work it out. But what do we say here? Do we say Roberto Benigni, please stop? I say no. I think he did a good job in this film.
I think he did a good job too.
Yeah, so Roberto Benigni.
Bellissima.
Bellissima.
A fantastic book, really, I must say, since I was a little boy, my favorite book, and follow me, Pinocchio, the entire life.
Oh, yeah, because you made your own Pinocchio.
I made my own Pinocchio, but
yeah.
when I was 5, 6, my mother called me Pinocchietto. Hey, Pinocchietto, come here. Yeah, because I was born 20 kilometers where Pinocchio was born, in Collodi. I am from Tuscany. There, I was born there. So my mother said, don't tell lies, otherwise your nose, and be careful in the life. Was Pinocchio was my, my book of my book of the life.